Coming out with it, it's Ellis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Here he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Got room to work. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Got it in the middle with Sampson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Extra grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, no! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ellis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does...
Intercept and a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, buddy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Keep spinning the beam like that and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Sims. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. On the sweet spin, he's free. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions or force 4th downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
Brings him to the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
The Knowles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tap.
Makes the grab, past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense, understanding that they're dropping.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Sims. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Forced out of the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Shakes off the defender. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The lone back's got it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. 1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up by 24 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone, marking at the 17, and they are set up.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Sims. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Gonna swing it on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds space on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. and he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And back to the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think with the coaching staff...
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me.
Breaks into the open. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Oda. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's Peterman. At the 35, he's open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Clear. Arrow. Hornet.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Might be looking to run. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellis. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack. And you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Bounced off his feet.
That keeps the score. Florida State 49, Oregon 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the give on the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back's got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Oregon.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.